Alright, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between. I am Violet Hyena. You are here with perfect timing, and I am here to do readings for people with perfect timing. I have 13 decks here. All of them have a lot to say, and I use really nice metal clinky clinks to pick which one gets to speak. Alright, and Debbie Kelly's here. Hello, Debbie. And Debbie says, hello, beautiful heart. Welcome. And can you tell me if I'm coming into money soon? Ooh, money question. Love that. We're gonna... all the decks on deck for this question. Number 4. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Intuitive Jen is here, honey. She says, hi, will I purchase a car in September? It's a very good question. I'll get to your question very soon. First, will Debbie be coming in the money soon? You know what? Is that a time question? I think that's a time question, actually. That is a time question. I can't take... I can't take the time questions away from the time tarot. Sorry, the time oracle deck. So. When will Debbie Kelly come into money? When will Debbie Kelly come into money? When will Debbie come into money? When will the money flow? Ooh, the next new moon. The next new moon. That's very close. When is that? Let me look that up. Hold on. Next new moon. The next new moon will be Wednesday, August 12th. Cool. So that should be next week. Good for you, Debbie. You'll be coming in the money next week. So next new moon, Debbie. And then, hi. Will I purchase a car in September? Alright, you know what? It's a very good question for the Oracle timing deck. When will Jen get a car? When will Intuitive Jen purchase a car? When will Intuitive Jen purchase a car? Alright, and the answer is, in July. I'm sorry. Yep, because of I played the video because it's lagging so much. There we go. Yep, so for Intuitive Jen in July, says the Oracle timing deck. And okay, so now I'm getting the list. So Let's see, Debbie, can you tell me what the universe has to say? Yes, so Debbie. Debbie is on the list. Will my sister-in-law stay with her boyfriend this time? It's been crazy up and down. Alright, Jen, I will ask a tarot card deck. And Debbie says August 12th is a big day for the moon. Google it and see. And Preston says, hello, beautiful heart. Hello, Preston. And yes, you can ask a question. Alright. And so, we're going to get to some answers. What does the universe have to say? Number 4. Saw the octopus tarot for Debbie. What does the universe have to say for Debbie? Let's see. Ooh. Debbie is going through a little bit of mental defeat, says the universe. What about that? But what about that? The Nine of Wands. Are you overwhelmed, Debbie? That might be a thing. You might be overwhelmed, and that might be what's causing a bit of mental defeat. So, it's time for a break. You're juggling too much. That is what the universe says. I hope that helps. What was the second question? Will my sister-in-law stay with her boyfriend this time? It's been crazy up and down. Will Debbie's sister-in-law stay with her boyfriend this time? Will the sister-in-law stay with the boyfriend? That is a no. 7 of Pentacles. Introspective on resources. So because of money matters and worries about money, they're not going to stay together. Nope, not gonna happen. I get bad juju with the money situation with them. So no, they're not gonna stay with each other. Okay, and then Intuitive Jen insists I must ask about September, so I shall ask. 8, you'll get an extra card. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prisma Visions deck. With an extra card. What is the extra card? I know. I have not forgotten. The extra card. That way it doesn't keep bothering me. Okay, so what was the question again? Scrolling up with the chat. Will Jen purchase a car in September? Will Intuitive Jen purchase a car in September? The Eight of Wands say yes. You will purchase a car in September. That's the Eight of Wands is Master of Actions. So your actions will line up. What is the extra card? Page of Swords. Alright, so you're running with scissors on this decision. But it is a good one to make with all the actions. So everything might be going really fast, but apparently that's okay because it's going to work out. Alright? So yes, you'll be purchasing a car in September. Okay, and I've completed that short list, which means we hydrate. And then we catch up on chat. Okay, I'm refreshed. Have another sip. Alright, now to catch up on chat. Let's see what everyone has to say. Okay, and Preston says, will I meet my Leo this year? Preston is on board. Lovey says hi. And Lovey says, may I join the list? You may join the list. And you may join the list when you ask a question. Once I see your question, I will put your name on this list. Okay, Debbie, Kelly says, when you come in, hit the like button and show your love. Yes, please, come in. Love the stream. Support and subscribe and all that lovely stuff. Thank you. And Debbie says, overwhelmed with a Pisces. Oh boy. Oh boy, the Pisces. And Lovebee says, I am I and Emmanuel going to ever express our romantic feelings for each other? So Lovebee, you are on the board. And Debbie says yes, bad money. And Debbie Kelly says, thank you so much. You're very welcome. And Intuitive Jen says, thank you. You are very welcome. Okay, well, I have caught up on chat, so I'm going to do Preston's question and Lovebee's. Need a deck. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Supernatural deck. For Preston. Will Preston meet their Leo this year? Preston meet their Leo this year. Oh, I gotta flip. Flip. Okay. And that's a yes. This is definitely a yes. This is the Two of Cups. This is the card where you make friends by sharing emotions and really like deep connection here in this card. That's a definite yes. Good for you, Preston. Okay, did Preston's. Now for the bees. Am I Emmanuel ever going to express our romantic feelings for each other? Needs a dick. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prisma Visions deck. Is Emmanuel and Lovey ever going to express their romantic feelings for each other? Okay, that is a yes. Ooh, a King of Chalices, yes. It's going to be a very emotionally stable one. That's very good. This is a good sign. Good, stable emotions with this confession. Very good. It'll be very romantic. Alright. Good for you, Libby. There we go. Now I've completed this list. And another break with water. Ah, tasty water. Ah. Okay, and Miriam says hi. Hi, Miriam. Miriam says, hope you're doing well today. I hope you're doing well today. And Preston says, thank you, same with you. Oh, you're very welcome. And Miriam says, a message from my spirit guides for me today for the 8/8 Lion Gate. I have no clue what that means, but I get maybe the card, maybe your spirit guides will know and they'll let me know. So yeah, we'll do that one. Miriam on the list. Lovey says, last question, how is the year 2027 for me? Okay, Lovey. And then thanks, Heart Rose. You're very welcome. Let's see. So caught up on chat again. So message from my spirit guides today for the 8/8 Lion Gate. I personally don't know what that is, so all decks on board, I got no clue. I got no clue. Sometimes that's the best reading, though. I got no clue. I just read the card. So, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Money and the law of attraction. Okay, and this is the information card. Don't look, it's shy. It stays in the box. It stays in the box. You know what, for now, the list is going over here. Okay, message from the spirit guides for Miriam for 8 Lion Gates. Okay. I can set my own standards for financial well-being. Once you are able to achieve and consistently maintain your personal alignment, a great deal of money will flow into your experience, if that is your desire. Do not let others set the standards about how much money you should have or about what you should do with it. For you, there are only one who could ever accurately define that. Come into alignment with who you really are and allow those things to flow into your experience that life has helped you know what you want. So it seems like this is a good time to get into it in alignment, and that will help the energy flow to get what you want, especially if it's money. That is what the cards are saying. Okay, hope that helps you out. We got Miriam and then Lovey. What was Lovey's? How is the year 2027 for Lovey? I'm gonna go all decks. All decks on deck. Number 1. Cat Tarot. Excuse me, I have to get a drink of water. My throat tells me so. Better. Better. La 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 la. Okay, so how is the year 2027 looking for Lovey? How is the year 2027 looking for Lovey? Let's see, we have... Ooh, you're starting a new journey with new perspective. Ooh, and it's going to be a mental journey. A long mental journey with new perspective. A new journey of the mind. So, you're going to be going on a mental journey with a new perspective this upcoming year. And that is what the cards say. I hope that helps you out, lovey. Just simple, clear, simple. Simple, clear, and simple. Well, yes. Okay, so list is completed. I get more water, and then I get to catch up on chat. And then I get to make a new list. Nope. There we go. There's the pen. Okay, it says Twin Spice says, hi, greetings. Happy 8/8 portal. And Twin Spice is new here. Hi, thank you for subscribing and welcome. You may ask as many questions as you like. I'm here for 2 hours at a time, and I do all the questions that I can in that time. And Mariam says, is the person coming towards me in love? Is someone totally new? Yes or no? If yes, did he know me from a long time ago or no? What should I know more about him? That's a very good question. I will ask the cards. You are on the list. Okay, Twin Spice says, liked 3 thumbs up. Amazing. And thank you for liking. And thank you for subscribing. I super appreciate that. Miriam says, Twin Spice, hi, you can just post your question. She will get to you. Exactly. I will get to you. And Twin Spice says, Aquarius, Sun here. Can I get an 8/8 general message? And also, is the connection with the Scorpio coming to a closure? What should I know about him going forward? Thank you. Cool. So, Twin Spice is on the list. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to catch up on chat, and then I'm going to circle back around to everyone's questions. So thank you for your patience. And Lovey says, I'm crying another bad year. What do you mean another bad year? I got very good vibes from that reading. And Twin Spice says, thank you for letting me know, Mariam. Appreciate that. Yeah. And Lovey has retracted their message. And Mariam says, I mean, if he is not new, your wick Twin Spice 85, 3 hearts. And Lovey says, thanks. You're very welcome. Twin Spice says, oh, hi, Violet. Glad to be here. Halo over Smiley. You got a sub. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Twin Spice and gives 4 hearts. Awesome. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to... I have caught up on chat, so I'm going to go back up and do Miriam's question, and then we'll get to Twin Spice. Probably gonna need a board. It was complex. I like complex questions though. Is the person coming towards Miriam in love? Is someone totally new? Yes or no? Is the new lover new? If yes. If yes. Did he know me from a long time? From a long time. And what should Miriam know more about him? More details. Alright, so for Miriam, we need a deck. Be a deck on deck. Tarot card deck. You get an extra card. And number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prisma Visions deck. So we have the questions, we have the deck, and I will not forget the extra card. The cards get very upset when I forget an extra card. So first off, extra card. I'll get to that in a minute. So is the new lover totally new? Yes. If yes, did they know Miriam from a long time ago? Nope. More details. 7 of Pentacles. And now for the extra card. 3 of Pentacles. So is something work related? 6 of Chalices. So victory in love. So it is just confirming that it is a new love and you have won some love. Congratulations. If yes, did they know Miriam from a long time ago? And the answer is no. The 4 of Wands. It was in a time of celebration and happiness. And more details. 7 of Pentacles. So they have planted seeds for good resources. And I believe that means within a job. This is something job related. So perhaps he saw you at an old job, or you guys worked together. But I get the feeling like he more knew you at this place more than he worked there. So Is this new love totally new? Okay. So yeah. That is what the cards say. I hope that helps you out, Marian. And then Twisted Spice. Twin Spice is a twin spice. I'm gonna get used to the Spisa? Spisa. Twin Spisa. Spisa? It might be Spisa. It might be Twin Spisa. Twin Spisa. Okay. So, Twin Spisa was Aquarius on here. General 8. I still don't know what the 8-8 is. It might be because tomorrow is August 8th. Don't know. You know what? It's okay. What was he doing? So 8, 8. Also, is the connection with the Scorpio. Alright, somebody here is going to have to explain the 8/8 Lionsgate, please. Okay, and then coming to a closure. What should Twins Spisa know about him going forward? There we go. So we have the question. Now we need a deck. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Octopus Tarot. Okay, so general for 8-8, we got the 2 of Cups, which is a love connection. And the Scorpio. What was the second one? Is the connection with the Scorpio coming to a closure? And that is a yes. And what should Twin know about him going forward? 10 of Wands. Okay, so we have the 8/8 general. So the general on this is a very romantic energy. So, good romance time, apparently. And then, what's these? Is the connection with the Scorpio coming to a close? Yes. And you're going to feel a sense of calm about it. Almost like something is missing in your life. And then, what should you know about this person going forward? 10 of Wands. They're completing an action journey. The Wands. And they're going to be really tired. They've gone through a lot, and they have a few things to juggle. They are tired. They're done. So they're completing this journey. And they're going forth with a lot more skill than they came with. They're leaving with a lot more skills than what they came with. So they're taking their lessons with them into the future. And that is what the cards have to say. I hope that helps you out. Okay, and then we've completed that list, and then I'm going to take a drink and rehydrate, and then I'm going to catch up on chat, and then make a new list. Tasty. Okay. Just refreshing with some chapstick. Okay, new list time. Okay, so it is Twin Spice. Cool. Yes, August 8th is called the Lion Gate Portal. That's it. I guess it's Lion Gate Portal tomorrow. Okay. But does that mean, like, there is a certain kind of energy coming through that's expected? Miriam says, they say it's good day to manifest and set your mind on things that's good for you. That sounds cool. When things get clear to me about this new person in love and why he's not let himself known to me yet, so. On the list? Okay. And thank you for letting me know, guys. I appreciate that. Let's see. Thank you for the clarification. That's a heavy read. Hard to let go of someone you have known for years. I do agree it is difficult. I understand. And Twin Spice says, but I felt the connection slowly fading away with time. I also understand that. Take your time with it and be easy on yourself. Good luck. I genuinely understand. Because when you've known someone a very long time, you adapt your personality to work with them. I want to say you adapt yourself to work with them, and it's really weird to let go of a part of yourself like that. And Twin Spice says, appreciate your time and energy, Violet. You're very welcome. I'm happy to help. And John says, would you do a return to sender spell? No. I don't know how, one. And two, I'm just doing tarot card readings on this. Tarot card and oracle readings on this live stream. And if I did a spell, I would want money. And John says, no, I'm just asking. And that is okay to ask. I am answering. If you would do that for yourself. Oh, okay. I really don't have a reason to. Because I have. Okay, so here. Look, I have beliefs. Here are my beliefs. Other people's thoughts don't affect me. Other people really don't affect me that much. They can say all the bad stuff they want. They can swirl all the juju they want. Look, it just doesn't affect me. Their opinions do not matter. And that's my general vibe on a lot of people and stuff. So, nope, I don't need one. And Twin Space says, thank you. Yes, life used to revolve around each other for a long time, but now he is disconnecting, citing work and other commitments, but I feel like he is hiding something bigger. Yeah, sometimes they choose to drift away and not include you in their life anymore, and they try to be polite about it, but they're really not being polite about it by keeping it a secret. And John says, I would do black magic if it came down to it. So, John, we've talked about black magic before, and I am not okay with it. I mean, look, whatever you... there's the principle of karma, okay? When you do bad to others, you are doing bad to yourself. Since I don't do bad to others, they can't do bad to me. And I just refuse to do any black magic. It hurts people and then it hurts me, so I can't do that. And that is on you, John. You don't have to believe in karma. And I would look, people say karma a lot, but it's really like the law of attraction. Okay? If you're gonna harm others, others are gonna harm you. If you have harmful thoughts towards others, others are gonna have harmful thoughts towards you. If you're gonna have scared thoughts, people are gonna sense that and be scary. It's just what you pull out of others. I really don't think of it as karma as much as I think of it as a mirror. You are doing to others what you are going to be doing to yourself energetically. Okay, and John says, most of the time I wouldn't do it. Sure. if you carry the vibration. Look, I do not really see any reasons to do black magic on anyone. I just do not have that in me. Okay, so, I do have to do Miriam's question, but I will continue this conversation after her reading. Let's see. Miriam says, when will things get clear to me about this new person and how? Okay, so when will things get clear and how? Why he's not let himself known to yet. There we go. Okay, so we need a tarot card deck. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prisma Visions. When will things be clear to Miriam about this new person in love and how? And why is he not letting himself be known yet? Oh, jeez. Come back. I said come back. Y'all got away. Apparently he's complicated. Find what we got. I'll look at those in a moment. So when there. The cards are slippery, darn it. So what was the first one? When will things get clear to me about this new person? In love and how? Oh, golly. So you're gonna have a small mental death. This is the Ten of Swords. This is the really depressing one where there is a little bit of mental death, where you get so overwhelmed with everything that you just have to let everything go. You gotta say, I don't give a damn, and just drop it and just give it to the universe to handle, because you're done. You're done, you're burnt, you're cooked. And that is when. So when you are really low mentally. And how is, again, mentally, when you're really burned, that is when. Because that is when you are going to find, because, you know what, yeah, that is when you find out who really loves you, is when you are down, when you can't give anything else, you find who really loves you. And then why is he not known to marry him yet? So he's on his own journey, and he's starting his own journey again. And about the time you end this journey, he's going to be starting a new one. And that is when you guys are going to meet up. Alright? And what are the other cards that wanted to be known? Because they just threw themselves at me. How dare they? The Hierophant. So, something traditional. A teacher. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. So, a woman who is very skilled. A Knight of Chalices. A young, not really young, but a mature person who's really good with their emotions. 10 of Chalices. Again, the completion of the journey. Oh, so they're completing their journey of emotional maturity. That's good. If that's their journey that they are ending, then it's a good thing they're starting a new journey, because then they already have that in their repertoire, which is great. Because you do want a King of Chalices to handle all that emotional burden. And this is just happiness. Like, look at all these chalices. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Nice. So, hey, you're going to be getting someone with quality. Alright? And that is what the cards are saying. So I hope that helps you out, Miriam. And now I'm going to catch up on chat. Get some water. Okay, so we can go back to the conversation with John if he wants to continue. Oh, here we go. So most of the time I wasn't sure if you're carrying the vibration. And Twin Spice says, but then why good people suffer the most? They're supposed to get only good karma, right? No, they are not supposed to get good karma. Good people make decisions in bad situations. They get just as much shit as everybody else, but they make good decisions. And because we all attract things in our lives. There's nothing is black and white in this universe. Everything's a mishmash of gray. And it's really the attitude that you take into life that is determined whether things are good or bad. Because two people can take the same situation. One can look at the silver lining, and one could look and say, oh, that's a storm cloud? That's going to be so bad. And that's like one of those perspective things. And John says, I can't answer that question, and that's okay. And Miriam says, then you will become like the person that has done that to you. Sometime you may not see the bad thing happen back to them. Sometimes that bad thing that you get to you will get a good thing in return. Yeah, pretty much what Miriam said. And John says, I've studied Eastern religion. Cool. Taoism, Hinduism, Buddhism, etc. I'm more agnostic, but I do really believe in the idea of unity consciousness. Awesome. I do too. All the teachings in the world talk about the same thing. Kinda. For the most part, there's a general umbrella. Neoplatonism. Kavithana Taraj says, hi, I have Tarun Mahan, current feelings for Niran Jira Siri Aries no contact. Okay. Welcome, you must be new. Thank you for subscribing. Twin Spice says, if I could get a follow-up on the previous read, is the outcome for my better future? How does the future look like? Why did the connection end so abruptly after all these years and memories? Okay. Okay, so Kavith. Alright, I'm gonna call you Kavith. Hi, Kavith. Thank you for subscribing. And I understand that this is now a question you had asked. So it took me a moment to, how do you say, wrap my brain around what you were asking. Okay, so Kavith. Kavith, you're on the list. So I thank you for your patience. Once I catch up on chat, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to answer your question. So don't you worry, we'll get to you. Thank you for your patience. And then Twin wants a follow-up question. And then Twin says, only you still get time and energy to do it. And then 4 hearts. Nice. And Kavith then says, new subscriber, yes, thank you. And Twin says, makes sense, Miriam, yes. Miriam says, thanks. Floating hearts. Twin says, great explanation, Violet. You're very welcome. And clap. Kavith says, yes, ma'am. Hi, I have. I'm sure I have. And Miriam says, what I'm not expecting that could actually work in my favor. Ooh, I like that question. So, Miriam on the list. And John says, I got the Naser eye. Cool. I'm not sure what the Naser eye is, but I know what the evil eye is, if that's anything related. And John says, I have to hide everything from my parents. Yep. Yep, it looks like that. Oh, yeah. Cool. It looks like that. Cool. Yeah, so you're protected. In your own way. Alright, so I have caught up on chat, so I'm gonna go back and do Kavith's question right now. See, Taran Mohan, current feelings for Niranjana Siri, Aries, no contact. Okay, so current feelings. Current feelings. We're gonna pick a deck. Oh, with an extra card. Okay, good. Oh, 2 extra cards. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Octopus Tarot with 2 extra cards. Okay, and before the cards get mad at me, I'm going to put the extra 2 cards here. So, current feelings of Taran Mohan towards Niranjana Siri. Alright. Current feelings. Current feels. Current feelings. Okay, current feelings are the 5 of Cups. So they're feeling defeated. What is it? Taran is feeling defeated about Niranjana. So they're feeling defeated emotionally. And then our bonus cards are the King of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Okay, so feeling defeated because there was an action decision and it had to come to the subject of money and resources. And that is what the cards are saying. So they're feeling defeated because of a decision about money and or resources. And that is what the cards say. I hope that helps you out, Kavith. And then we have Twin. Twin had a question. If I could get a follow-up, you may. Always. Always, always. Follow-up from the previous read is this outcome is for my better future. How does the future look like? Okay, future path. Why did the connection end so abruptly? Okay, yeah. Breakups suck. Cat deck. The cat deck will make everything better. It's a more silly deck with less grim details. Let's explain with cats. Okay, so is this for the better future? So is this for the better future? No. What's the future path look like? Queen of Pentacles. And why was it so abrupt? King of Wands. Lots of wands. So is it for the better future? No, it's not for the better future. What you went through was terrible. And you just kind of gotta be dealing with what has happened. It's like something has collapsed and you have to just clean up the mess. This is why this conversation about terrible things happening to good people and good people having to make good choices. So again, 7 of action. So you have to make the choices that make sense to you in the situation. It's not about whether you've been good or done bad or been bad. It's just stuff happens and you have to take action and be steady on your own feet. And sometimes it sucks. And the Queen of Pentacles for future path. Your future path looks like it's going towards Pentacles. Which is good. So whatever lesson you're taking from this ending, you're going to take forward into your resources and just be better for yourself mostly. Mostly this is going to be for your self-benefit, about you and getting your resources and health and wealth and even getting your sanctuary together. And that's a good thing. And why was it so abrupt? The King of Wands, they made this strategic decision because this is not a person who suddenly decided, oh, this isn't good enough. This is someone who thought about this strategy for a long time and just suddenly decided it's not worth carrying on. So that is just what happened. And that is why it's so abrupt. Alright, I hope that helps you out. I know it's not the happiest reading, but it is strategic. It's not going to be emotionally steady. I do hope that you take care of yourself emotionally, because all of this is action and wealth. It's not even touching on emotion. So I imagine that you're going through some rough stuff right now. And it sucks. I do wish you luck. And then Miriam's question. What am I not expecting that could actually work in my favor? Ooh, that is a good question for all the cards. All decks on deck. Number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Getting into the vortex. Come on out. There we go. What is Miriam not expecting that could actually work in her favor? What could work in her favor? Let's see. I can stop attracting don't wants by attention to do wants. You cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You have got to rid your vibration of things that bother you. And when you rid your vibrations of things that bother you, no things that bother you can come. But you cannot really rid anything from your vibration because there is no exclusion in this attraction-based universe. The only way to stop attracting something that you don't want is by giving your attention to something that you do want. But you have to take small steps in it. So you have to really focus on the things you do want to get the things that you want. Because you want to focus on them and attract them. And again, it's like with that conversation we were having about doing unto others as you would do unto them, or that line of thinking is, if you do black magic on people, you're gonna get black magic back. If you do good magic on people, you're gonna get good magic back. So that is gonna help you out if you can focus on good things and attract more of that into your life. I hope that helps you out, Miriam. Okay, that completes that list, and I'm gonna hydrate. Ah. Okay, and then I can look back and catch up on chat and probably make a new list. And John says, do you think it will work? Here is a better question, John. Do you think it'll work? That is where the real magic is. The real magic is in if you believe in the tales. If you believe in the magic it holds, that is only when it works. And Kavith says, thank you, man. You're very welcome. Happy to help. And John says, I have questions, but maybe I should focus on what I want. You should focus on what you want. You should always focus on what you want. And John says, I'm being a hypocrite. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you're at a stage in your life where a lot of things are going down and you're not sure what is true. So you might become a little bit of a hypocrite. And that's okay. As long as you understand that you're being a bit of a hypocrite, then you can correct it. And then John says, okay. John says, did my college receive my appeal? Alright, John is on the list. And John says, I got suspended. Oh no, it does not sound good. John says, here's a neat question. Did Sadhguru kill his wife? I don't know. Let's ask the cards. And Preston says, thank you, Yellow Heart, and you're very welcome. And Twin Spice says, thank you, Violet. Yes, it's been hard on me, but I have to bear with it. Blessings to you, and 3 hearts. And I wish you well, twins. I wish you all very well. Life is hard, guys. Life is complex. And sometimes chapters in your life end, and sometimes they're really hard. Sometimes they're easy, but sometimes they just suck. Okay, so John had 2 questions. I've caught up on chat. Did your college receive your appeal? Which deck? Number 2. The Gay Tarot. Did John's college receive his appeal? Did John's college receive his appeal? No, they did not. Interestingly enough, this is the Hanged Man. They did not receive the appeal. Something is being looked at from a different perspective. What's being looked at from a different perspective? The Wheel of Life, the Wheel of Fortune. Which is another major arcana. So, this lucky situation is being looked at from a different perspective. Alright, well, the cards say that they did not receive your appeal. Something in the complex Wheel of Life made it so complex. I don't know. But they did not receive your appeal. And what was the other one? Did Sadhguru killed his wife? Did Sadhguru kill his wife? I don't know. Did Sadhguru kill his wife? Yes. Because of poverty? Because of looking at all the lack? Because of being disappointed in life? Because of sad things? Because of sad, miserable circumstances? Because of poverty and not allowing others to help. And that is what the cards say. I hope that helps you out. And then I'm gonna have a drink of water. Good water. Here's the question. John says, I submitted it on the website. I believe you, John. And Miriam says, what is the best thing I am not thinking to ask about right now, but I should ask? All right. Good question, Miriam. And Sarah says, hello. Can I have a work reading, please? You may. Welcome, Sarah. I do not recognize your username. You must be new, so thank you for subscribing. I'm going to add you to the list here, and then I'm going to catch up on chat. And once I've caught up on chat, I'm going to go back and answer everybody's questions. So, Sarah, you're on the list. I want to thank you for your patience. I will get to you very shortly. And Miriam says, thanks so much for your guidance and help. You're very welcome. And Sarah says, yes, new here. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, so I have caught up on chat, so I'm going to get to Miriam's question and then Sarah's. Boop. So we need, what is the best thing? You know what? This is all deck on decks. All decks on deck. So, number 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Money and the law of attraction. Alright, there we go. What's the best thing I'm not thinking to ask about right now, but what should I ask? Okay, so I can see my world through the eyes of Source. By choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will gently tune yourself to the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective. To see your world through the eyes of Source is truly the most spectacular view of life. For from that vibrational vantage point, you are in alignment with, and therefore in the process of attracting only what you would consider to be the very best of your world. So, you should be asking, how to get into alignment, and how to look on the bright side of life. Because then you'll be able to look at your world with a very beautiful view. Because you want to look at the very best in your world. And that will then attract good things to you. And that is what the cards have to say. I hope that helps you out, Miriam. And then I can get to Sarah. Oop. Put these back in the box. Work reading, please. Alright, so that's a tarot card. I think that's a tarot card question. A work reading. A job reading. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prisma Visions deck. So, a general work. A general work reading. Let's see what we got. What's the job situation looking like? What's the work situation like for Sarah? General work reading. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. We got Temperance. It says be patient. Ooh. It's asking a lot of patience from you. This is a major arcana card. It's a major... You have to have a lot of patience with your job. It must be very frustrating. I'm so sorry. Ugh. The moon. Oh, there's a lot of things going on in the dark. That's another major arcana. That's the moon. Ah, my golly. Oh my god. You poor thing! Oh, you got 9 of Swords. That's miserable work. I'm sorry. Ooh, honey. I hope you're taking good care of yourself mentally. Be easy on yourself, okay? That is what the cards have to say, Sarah. Please be easy on your mental health. It does not look good. Have patience. I want to ask if there's any advice for you. 8 of Wands. A Master of Skills. You're going to have to use all your skills to get through all this. And you're going to have to trust the universe on a lot. So I wish you luck, Sarah. And so is the universe. But I think you got this. I think you have the skills to deal with the work situation. It's just going to take a lot of patience and a lot of faith. And that is what the cards say. I hope that helps you out. Okay, and then I can have a drink of water. And then I can catch up on chat. Good stuff. Okay, and John says, is it in the system now, the appeal? I guess I shall go and look. Which deck wants to go take a look? The cat deck. Of course the cat deck wants to get into stuff. The cat deck always wants to get into shenanigans. Is Is it in the system now? The appeal. Is the appeal in the system? Is the appeal in the system? No. It says the appeal is not in the system. The Magician. I believe the cards are saying that they have not been looked at by... The appeal has not been looked at by the powers that will be in the school system. Page of Cups. Oh, okay. They oh my golly. I'm sorry, but the universe is just like, I try not to be rude, guys. No, I don't want to see that. The star. Okay, so there's hope, John. There's hope. You just gotta give it time, though, alright? There's a lot of chaos going on at the school. You just gotta let them be. They got a lot of shit going on. They're busy, and they will get to it when they get to it. And that is what the cards say. Alright, hope that helps you out, John. John says, I'm gonna call that number. Go ahead and call that number. I think that's for the best. Be the squeaky wheel. The website wasn't working. There you go. Wasn't working. Yeah, you gotta kind of have to reach out to a person when something's gone down. Okay, so since we've hit a pause, I am gonna let everyone know that I stream for 2 hours at a time. And then that's when I stop a stream, because then I hit burnout. And I need to go do human things to maintain this body. And I've been streaming for 1 hour and 38 minutes, so we got about 22 minutes left. 22 minutes left. And now 21 minutes left. Yeah. So, until there are more questions, I get to read from an oracle card deck. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Ask and it is given. This is the information card. Don't look, it's shy. That's why it stays in the box. And John retracted a message. And John says, at least I'm only suspended. Yes, that is good. That means you have not been kicked out. And it sucks that their system is down and you can't just do what they want you to do through their internet process. Since every request is granted, I feel no competition. Each point of view matters. Every request is granted. There is no end to the universal resources that fulfill these requests, and there is no end to the answers to the never-ending stream of questions, and for that there is no competition. And Joan says the site wasn't working. Yep. And I met with the advisor yesterday. Yep. Well, they gotta get their ITs on it. I only know what is appropriate for me. When you remember that everyone who asks is given, then how wonderful and appropriate is it for you to make the choices for you? For the universe operates much more efficiently without a middleman interceding on your behalf. You always know in the moment what is best for you. And John says, BRB, and I will be right here. Ooh, flippies. I will never get there, so I will enjoy my journey. You cannot ever get it done because you can never cease to be, and you can never halt your awareness. Yet out of your awareness will be born another asking, and each asking always summons another answering. Your eternal nature is one of expansion, and expansion is the potential for unspeakable joy. So the joy is in the journey, guys. The joy is in the journey. Moods are indicators of my emotional set point. When you continue to focus on any thought, it becomes increasingly easy to continue to focus on it because of the law of attraction. It is making it more thoughts like it available to you. And so, emotionally speaking, you are developing a mood or you are achieving a habitual vibrational groove, so to speak, or a set point. So is a mood is an emotion that you continue to feel and focus on. And John says, no answer, it's 8:57. That is pretty late. They open at 9 or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so it must be early. Though. Is it though? 8:57. Yeah, they're very like businesses are very punctual about their time. My desires and beliefs are only thoughts. Your desires and beliefs are just thoughts. Ask and it is given. You ask through your attention, through your wanting, through your desire. That is the asking. Whether you desire it to happen or you desire it not to happen, you are asking. I'm gonna hydrate because I refuse to die straight. Water. is natural for my body to be well. You do not have to think specific positive thoughts about your body, but you have to not think about specific negative thoughts. If you could never again think about your body and instead just think pleasant thoughts, your body would reclaim its natural place of wellness. I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. In every moment, you are broadcasting a very specific vibrational signal that is instantly being understood and answered, and immediately your present and future circumstances begin changing in response to the signal you are projecting. The entire universe right now is being affected by what you are offering. We are all co-creators within a diverse universe. Every physical being on your planet is your partner in co-creation. And if you would accept that and appreciate the diversity of beliefs and desires, all you would have are more expansive, satisfying, and fulfilling experiences. Okay, and is Sadhguru a con man? I don't know. Let's ask the cards. Number 6. Robin Wood Terrace. Is Sadhguru a con man? No, Sadhguru is not a con man. Let's see. He looks at the resources around him and takes the opportunities he's surrounded by. Interesting. Apparently, Sadhguru has had a lover that they were very open with their emotions. Okay. So, what it's saying is that the feelings are genuine. That's what this is saying. The feelings are genuine. And these are just opportunities for him to use all of his knowledge and manipulate. And that is what the cards say. You know the famous guy in India. The guy in India that I know is Gandhi, and he's the most famous guy in India I know. Manipulate was the word that came through. When you see an opportunity, you know the moves to make to get yourself there. So there is always a form of manipulation, just like in movies. They are manipulating your emotions, but you go willingly into the movies to have your emotions manipulated. In fact, you expect it. You expect to be happy by the end of the movie. You expect to be satisfied by the manipulation of the movie. So there is always a little bit of manipulation. I mean, he looks like a celebrity at his talks. Okay. I don't really know who Sadhguru is, so I guess you would know better than me. Excuse me. I get to hydrate. I get to hydrate. 'Cause I refuse to die straight. And Sarah says, will I reunite with M, a old flame, or do you see a new guy for the long term? Let's see. Reunite with M or new guy. So we're going to do a comparison. We're going to do comparison. So I need a tarot card deck, please. Number 7. Every little thing you do is magic, you know. La 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 la. It's magic, you know. La 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 la. So what does reuniting with M look like? And what could possibly a new guy look like for Sarah? And we got the sun. Ooh, he's looking good. He's looking good. Or 7 of Pentacles. That is a reflection on wealth and health and earth and resources. So this one is okay if you go find a new guy, but if you reunite with M, that's the sun. So, and a unicorn. So I'm really kind of thinking you should reunite with M if it's that going to be that happy. So go see if you can fix things with this one, because the sun is really hard to beat. It's like, it is the happiest card in the deck. It's a major arcana. This one kind of beats the other one. So go reunite with M. Go try to patch it up. Go reignite that fire like the sun. Alright guys, I have about 5 minutes left. And Sarah says, yes, thank you. You're very welcome. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. Let's see. What should I do for the last 5 minutes? Oh. You know what? I'm going to do a collective reading for all of us for the last 5 minutes. No more questions. I'm just going to do a nice, you know what? A nice oracle card. You know what? Nice oracle card reading. What deck has advice for all of us here in this room? Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Trust your vibes. This is a nice room collective reading for tonight, for ending. And Sarah says, yes, thank you. You're very welcome. So, last reading of the night. A nice collective one for all of us. Okay, we got... You're the boss. You're the boss. Yes, you. You're the boss. That's nice. Number 48. Number 48. Number 48. You're the boss. When it comes to living a sixth sensory life, you have to make a choice. To trust your vibes, you must stop allowing other people's opinions and fears to override them or cause you any doubt or ignore what you feel. Trusting your vibes is an extremely self-empowered decision. It frees you from seeking approval and invites you to experience the peace of self-approval and acceptance. Be careful not to shop your vibes to seek agreement. Trust the guidance, receive without confirmation from others. We often take our psychic guidance to the one person we know will discount or dismiss it in hopes that if we can just convince this person, we will validate our guidance. But it does not work that way. Don't set yourself up for this kind of sabotage. Yes, trusting your vibes is scary because when doing so, you take full responsibility for your life. Yet, isn't it far scarier to allow someone else to run your life? So muster your courage and take charge. Your vibes are trustworthy, and they are here to help. Ignore those who interfere and decide that when it comes to your life, you're the boss. Alright, very empowering ending message. I like that one. That was very good. So, guys, we are at about 2 hours. And I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you for all of your questions. I really do appreciate them. I appreciate doing readings for them. And I hope you guys had a good night. I hope you guys have a good tomorrow. I will be back in 22 hours. So roughly 8:30. I'm getting into that window. At least I'm staying within the 8 to 8:30 window. I'm trying. We're going to be going back to um school time here, so hopefully it'll be easier to transition into the tarot card reading streams than it has been lately, so I'll wish myself good luck on that. But everyone else, have a good night. Rest well. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.